What up, mother truckers?
Gotta get loose.
Maybe I'm insane for you, yeah.
It is anatomy scan day. Oh my goodness. We're running a little bit behind, a little bit late, and it is my fault. Ray's going inside to grab my purse, and then we'll be on our way.
Hey, we are on our way to the anatomy scan.
And this is just like the gender ultrasound all over again, because I had to drink a ton of water and now I'm gonna pee my pants.
Our baby's moving around like crazy, so Sierra has to pee her pants.
And she knows when I have to pee because that's exactly the moment she puts so much pressure on my bladder is when I have to pee.
For the people who don't quite understand what the anatomy scan is.
We don't really understand either.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say have you explain it, but
It's basically they just make sure she's growing properly and make sure, and they just like check for, you know, growth. They make sure she's developing, okay?
and make sure she doesn't have like 3 eyeballs or.
Yeah, stuff like that.
One thing also about Sierra right now is she is late to everything.
Yeah.
Like we have 2 minutes to get there, and we're about 5 minutes away. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm pregnant, leave me alone.
That's fair. That's a good excuse.
I'm using that to the very end.
Yeah. The one thing I'm super excited for is we have a tradition to get Yogurtland after.
I'm so excited for that too.
So I'm gonna get me a swirl pop with some chocolate ice cream and
Yum.
don't even think that's a thing. Drink up, young one.
I'm taking the extra few sips just to be safe. We made it!
We made it!
We're here! Only 2 minutes late!
I already told Sierra I'm driving the rest of the day because she's a little crazy.
I'm a mess right now. I'm for real going to pee my pants. Like, I'm not joking.
One push a little too hard on your tummy and it's coming out.
I better hope my pelvic floor strength is good, because if not, then I'm peeing my pants.
And we'll have to catch you guys on the next one if that does happen because
I'll be embarrassed. I'll be like, nope.
We're out of there.
GG's. Okay, let's go inside. We're like 5 minutes late.
she was being stubborn, wasn't she?
She was being so stubborn. Oh my gosh. That's our daughter for you, though.
That's your attitude.
I'm sorry. Have you lived with you before?
Yeah. Hence the reason you had to do jumping jacks for her to even move in the right spot so the OB can see her heart.
That's fair.
Insert the clip.
That picture is hilarious.
I can't believe she was doing that.
We got the ultrasound.
Oh my gosh, she was being cooperative up until the very end, and then she just was not having it.
Not happening, but look how many.
Look how many.
Now we're off to Yogurtland.
Hallelujah. But the ultrasound tech said she only gets half a bowl because she was being so stubborn at the end.
Half a bowl of Yogurtland.
That's not happening. I'm eating a big
Full bowl.
Our little girl is doing so good. Besides the attitude and besides the stubbornness.
She does have an attitude.
She was doing so good in the beginning.
Sierra had to do jumping jacks.
I cannot believe I had to do something. Oh, and I also had to empty my bladder like 4 times. Like the ultrasound tech told me to go in the bathroom because my bladder was just so full. Emptied it, had to empty it again, had to do jumping jacks, had to roll to my side. It was
crazy.
It was really crazy. And then after all of this, I still had to pee again. So for those of you that are pregnant and have yet to have their anatomy scan, you're gonna have to pee really bad. And you're gonna have to pee a lot.
Yeah.
But we're going to go get some freaking Yogurtland.
There we are. And then we're doing a Q&A, aren't we?
I believe so.
Woo!
We're at Yurtland.
Yurtland.
We got a Yogurtland and now we're home. So we asked you guys to ask us pregnancy-related questions. First question numero uno. What's been the most surprising change you've experienced?
That's a really good question.
I think the most surprising change for me, I would definitely have to say my belly growth, because one day I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, oh, my belly's, you know, it's so cute. And then bam, fast forward literally like a week and it's already bigger. Do you guys want to see a little bump date? I'm gonna show you.
Bump date. Belly.
I got the belly. Ooh, watch this.
Hey, baby. You see, you can still see your top abs.
I would definitely say for me, it's my belly growth and just overall body changes for me.
Yeah. For me, the biggest change is 100%. I feel like every fear that I used to have is gone.
Really?
It's weird. It's like you go into like this dad mode of like, how am I going to provide for my family? And that's what kind of hit me. And then I used to be terrified of heights. Now I'm not.
That's so cute. That's so cute. Okay, so.
Don't cry.
I won't. I've been so emotional since getting pregnant. But next question. I'm 17 weeks pregnant right now. How do you cope with anxiety/worries?
Okay, that's a really good question because
That is a good
especially if it's your first baby. I'm not sure if it is.
Yeah, I don't know if this is your first baby. I would just say,
Are you crying?
no, I don't.
Did you just zone out?
Babe, I can't do this. I think for me, from my perspective, as the pregnant woman, it's really hard to avoid because you have your hormones, obviously, and I feel like everything's just amped up. And what I have tried to do is just remember that it really is out of my hands, it's out of my control. I can do whatever possible for me to, stay healthy and just take care of her how I can while she's in the womb. But anything else outside of that, I feel like it's just in God's hands. And
Exactly.
I just have to remember that.
But I have nothing to add on to that because that was a perfect.
Really?
Perfect
You feel the same
explanation.
way?
100%.
Like, it's just out of our hands, and I know it's really hard in the moment when you're going through that anxiety, like, oh my gosh. Not even just, like, bodily anxiety, but maybe, like, I don't feel like I'm necessarily prepared right now, and that could just be your mind playing tricks
Who
on
is
you,
prepared? For the first kids especially?
Yeah, especially for your first child. I feel like it's just, you're going to have a whirlwind of emotions, and I think you just need to trust in yourself and just remember that everything will work out.
Every little thing
It's
is going to be
alright. Any names? Yes.
We do actually have the name.
We have the name picked out. And I feel like we had her name chosen, like, as soon as we found out we were pregnant.
Yeah, well, it was our top girl name.
It was our top girl name, and we're like, okay, this sounds right, this feels right, should we tell them?
Maybe the next video, not
Okay.
this one.
What do you guys think the name is? Because we almost said her
did.
name twice in our last video. Okay, next question. How far along are you? I am 23 weeks on the dot.
On the dot.
So that's how far
Which is
along.
crazy because it seems like you just told me that you're pregnant.
It really does feel like that. I feel like these.
And it's already been almost 20 weeks from that time. Because you told me at 4 weeks, right?
Yeah. And now we're 23 weeks pregnant. So I'm 5 months pregnant. 5 months and some change.
Over halfway.
Over halfway. Next question. Best and least favorite part of pregnancy. I almost read that wrong. Best part of pregnancy and least favorite part of pregnancy.
You go first because you're the pregnant one here.
The best part of pregnancy is getting to feel her kick and her move. Because I just think it's the most amazing, crazy feeling, and I don't know. Before I got pregnant, I was like, wow, what do kicks feel like? Is it gonna be weird? And now that I'm experiencing it, I really, truly, like, it's just so awesome. So that's definitely.
She'll get worried if there's a period of time where she's not kicking, and she'll be like, why isn't she kicking? I want her to kick.
I know. And I'm like, I know she's probably sleeping, but I'm just like, I want her to move every second because I don't know. It's just so cool. So that's the best part.
Least.
And
What's your
least favorite part of pregnancy. Round ligament pain. Because my hips and my lower back, I'm telling you,
On
golly,
fire.
they've been so achy, and I'm
She
just
can't
like,
lay on her belly either.
I can't. Oh, that's another. But I wasn't really a belly layer.
But I feel like now that you can't, it's like you want to that much
I
more.
want to, yeah. What about for you? This is like, I feel like a
Okay.
different perspective. Part
So
about pregnancy?
I'll start with my least. My least favorite is, and obviously it's manageable, but when she gets hungry, it's like a whole nother level
I knew
of,
you were gonna say
hey,
that.
I'll tear your face off if you don't take me to get Chick-fil-A right now. So
That's so
but
accurate.
it's fun though, because then once I get her food, she's super happy again.
I'm
and
super happy.
Up top. Down low. Too so. Oh.
That's a valid least
Yeah.
favorite part. Okay, best part of pregnancy. And don't lie.
Don't lie.
Don't lie.
My best part of pregnancy, even though I'm not pregnant, is when I get to like treat you to food that you like, or if you're like feeling a little bit tired but you feel guilty, I like you to relax and feel good about it.
Aww, that's so sweet. That was not the answer I was expecting.
Oh, you were thinking I was gonna say the tatas. That's number 2.
That's so sweet of you, though. I wasn't expecting him to say that. I thought he was gonna go straight for the tatas. That's so cute. Another question about names. Baby names you like but aren't going to use.
That's a good question.
We
have a list.
You know what I'm talking about. In your notes, the list. So, baby names we liked but won't be using. Nevaeh. That was a big one.
That was actually like, before we were even thinking of starting, we were talking about kids in the future, and that was our top one.
That was our top one, was Nevaeh. I don't know what changed, but we just went with our name. We felt a connection with our name, and we liked that a lot.
I almost just said it.
Me too. A lot of these names we chose a long time ago, so we don't really remember
I don't even remember a lot of these names.
Of any of these names.
But I want to read it.
Okay, read it.
And if you are pregnant right now and you read one of these names
and you like it,
just give us cred.
Give us baby name cred.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Iceland, Nevaeh, Delilah, Kaya, Willow, Jose, just kidding, Josie, Raylan, Aria,
Apparently we didn't really like these names very
Silas.
That's a boy.
Well, then besides Silas, that's the names that we liked.
Apparently we liked them at some point in time.
I don't remember any of them besides Nevaeh, but...
And Willow. Those were the only ones we remember.
Next question.
Next question. What are you most nervous about during delivery?
Oh, that's a big one.
Do you want to go first?
Her breaking my hand from squeezing it. Like, on a serious note, I'm not like crazy nervous about it, to be honest, but there's always worst case scenarios or something like that. Which
I'm glad you're not very nervous about it. I need you to be the rock.
I won't be nervous.
I am terrified and so nervous of tearing. I am going to do everything in my power to prevent tearing.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big thing to be scared of, I feel like.
Right?
I couldn't imagine my crack just tearing.
Your crack? Do you know what tears?
The royal jewels.
So I wouldn't necessarily say I'm nervous for my labor. I'm just really nervous about tearing. Next question. Do you want your kids close in age?
Fairly, but we're definitely not going to... We're going to be taking every precaution after she gives birth to give like a maybe 2 to 3 year gap.
I feel like we go back and forth on it, because then we're like, okay, well, let's give like a 2-year age gap. That way they're kind of closer in age, and then we're like, well, maybe we should wait maybe 3 years-ish, you know what I mean? 3 or 4 years. And so we just don't know. But
so who knows? And the last question.
The last question.
We hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A.
How many kids do you guys want?
Oh, that's the money question right there.
How many kids do we want?
That is the money question.
No more than 4. Max. Absolute
I'm saying 3 max, but it depends on what we have. If we have 2 girls, we're going for 3. If we have 3 girls, we're going for 4. If we have 4 girls, we're going for 5. You guys gonna get the go-go?
Are we now?
Yeah.
I would say 4 absolute max, but I think 2 to 3 would be ideal. If we have a boy, who knows next? Maybe we'll be done. If we have
a boy, yeah, we might be done.
Maybe, but you never know.
Who knows? Maybe we pop out 8 girls, and I'm just a girl dad, and it's gonna be awesome.
So I would say between 2 to 3 is how many kids we want.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect for us.
Booyah!
Well, that is the end of our video. Thank you guys so much for asking us those questions.
It was actually really fun.
It was fun. I feel like I enjoy answering questions.
I do too.
So if you guys have any other things you want to ask us or things you would love us to do, please comment below. We are so thankful that baby girl is doing good. She's doing awesome. She's healthy. So, yeah.
That's it.
Until next time.
Deuces.
Don't ask me why yet.